Welcome. Today we will be analyzing Anders Antonsen gameplay and figure out what are his strengths and what makes him such a tough player to play against. To begin, we can split this video into 3 sections. The first being his biggest strength, the second being his footwork, and the third being his mentality and mindset. Firstly, for his biggest strength, Anders Antonsen's technical game is really solid, and he is able to hit every possible shot in badminton, just like other professionals. But what area is he best at? The answer is his midcourt. A midcourt shot is any shot that lands behind the service line and in front of the first doubles line. Antonsen's midcourt game is one of the, if not best in the league right now. But you may wonder, what kinds of shots does he hit in the midcourt? After watching a lot of Antonsen's gameplay, I found out that he is really comfortable with lifting, something a lot of the top players don't do. Usually, attacking style players tend to hit tight spinning net shots in order to receive a lift and an opportunity to attack. But this isn't what Antonsen does. Antonsen is really comfortable with lifting and giving his opponents chances to attack. This means that his defense is strong and he is good at dealing with faster smashes. However, you rarely see Antonsen lifting really high. This is because he likes to limit his opponent's potential angle on the overheads. What I mean by that is, Antonsen doesn't like to dig up steep shots and he likes flatter shots that he can deal with above his waist. In order to receive flatter shots, Antonsen will opt to hit flatter lifts. Watch this rally. As you can see, Antonsen is really good at controlling his midcourt shots. He starts by pressuring his opponent by giving them a flat lift. Then he catches the shot early, and either hits a flat block or sometimes lifting back. Here is a brief summary of Antonsen's midcourt. At the net, he is not afraid to lift, but when he does, it is usually a flatter lift. So his opponents can't produce as much angle on their overheads. When his opponents play any sort of flat shot from the back, this is when Antonsen's midcourt game steps in. He is really good at controlling shots in his midcourt and accurately placing his blocks to control the rally. The next thing I want to talk about is Antonsen's footwork. Take a close look at this rally. Look at his positioning and how stable he is. Watch what he does after playing a good block. Anders is anticipating a lift, specifically on his forehand side. But his positioning allows him to push off to the backhand corner too. Watch how he uses this anticipation to attack. Now take a look at this rally. That may have seemed like a normal rally, but there are some minor details in the footwork that proves why Anders is such a good retriever. Let's watch from the start. Notice how wide Antonsen's stance is throughout the entire rally. Watch his split step. Watch Antonsen explode while maintaining a wide stance. Antonsen is so far back, but he is still able to retrieve the next shot by maintaining a wide base and timing his split step. In this rally, pay particular attention to Antonsen's shot choice, the footwork we talked about earlier.
Oh.
Even if he plays high lifts, as long as Antonsen keeps a low and wide defense stance, he should be able to retrieve most shots. Now we will be analyzing the third part of the video, Antonsen's mentality. As you may or not know already, Anders is currently ranked second in the world and he has been in the top 10 for quite some time now. Out of the top 10, he may have the strongest mentality on court. Take a look at these statistics. What do you notice about this? Anders won every single one of these close games, and these aren't just normal players. Most of those players are current top 10 or has been in the past. When a game reaches 3 sets, it all comes down to stamina and smart play. This is when Antonsen's stamina comes in. He is a very confident player who rarely makes easy mistakes. His consistency and patience in crucial moments can determine everything, as shown by those matches above. But when talking about mentality and stamina, it's not only the crucial moments. Small tactics throughout the match can really affect your opponent and improve your chances of winning. Antonsen is a master at tactics and he uses a lot of them throughout a single match that you might not even notice. A good example of Antonsen's stable mentality is at the recent World Championships in Paris. I suggest you watch the quarterfinals match against Chu Tianchen, where he performed a crazy comeback in the second set. To come back from an 18-12 deficit, then trailing 20-17 at game point, and even receiving a yellow card in crucial stages and to flip the tables takes some serious mentality. I'm not a fan of Antonsen's silly antics, but I do have to give him credit for how he is able to remain composed in the most intense situations. Antonsen's mentality alone has won him several of the closest games against world-class players. A few things to take away from this video to improve your own game is to have variety in the pace of your lifts or the height you play them. If you play them flatter, then your opponent will likely play a flatter shot that you can flatten out even more and engage in a more box game play style. If you play your lifts higher, your opponent will have a chance to jump and attack the shot, where you must remain low and have a wide defensive stance in order to defend the smashes and push off for the drops. Thanks for your time and please comment.